Hey guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going through some questions that you guys have asked me over on Instagram and in the Discord server. Alrighty, just diving right in, I'm going to be going to my Instagram and going through all of the questions that you guys have been asking me. So, let's see. The very first question is, how long does it take to style my hair? This is actually an interesting question because it depends on what I'm doing to it. As far as drying it, because it's pretty long without any like colorful extensions or add-ons, I actually spend probably about like 20 minutes drying it if it's been washed. It usually takes me about 20 minutes to wash it, not even 20 minutes to dry it, something like that. Takes me like less than 5 to really straighten it because it's really pretty easy to straighten as long as I've done part A and B to that, which is wash it and dry it. And then usually to actually tease it and go through my whole head, it's like 5 minutes, and then to add in like extensions and stuff, that takes about 5 minutes. So it's really not that long of a process to do, but it definitely takes a bit of time if I've like dyed it and washed it and dry it and do everything to it. But usually to just style it and get it ready, it's like 20 minutes. This is my favorite question. What got me into Twitch streaming? So I have been on social media and I have been dressing this way and posting it in a more public manner since about 2021. I definitely have grown a lot since then. But it started out with me just posting pictures to Instagram and connecting with people on there. I also was posting to TikTok, but definitely randomly. It was not consistent in any way, shape, or form. And over the years, I actually got, a good following on Instagram to the point where I was like, cool, I have these people that follow me, but like, what am I doing? Like, what do I do? It kind of felt weird to go on the internet all the time and just post pictures of myself and then leave. Or like, people would comment and be like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, you're so cool, but like, all I did was go on the internet and post pictures. It kind of felt like I had a following, but there was no purpose behind having it. Like, I just had it because people enjoyed the way that I looked, which is great, but at the same time, like, I felt like I wasn't really doing anything, or that I didn't do anything worthy of having that kind of following. I looked into a lot of different things, but in the end, I decided that Twitch streaming was the perfect thing for me because it would give me a way to be able to connect with all of you and be able to talk to you in real time, and also be able to have videos that people could come back to whenever they needed comfort, such as my VODs, or now my YouTube channel. I thought that it would be a great way for me to be able to just get to chat and get to know people that followed me, and also a great way for me to be able to start doing something productive with the following that I had. And so as a result, I started streaming, but it didn't come right away to Twitch. I started on TikTok and I would do live streams on there, which is absolutely unbearable. Like, TikTok live is the wild, wild west. But I would do streams there and I would just practice being able to talk for long periods of time because I knew that I would need to have that endurance in order to be able to do streams at least 3 hours or more on Twitch, which is what I was wanting to do. So I would go onto TikTok and I would stream on there for like an hour, and then it grew to 2 hours, and then it was almost at 3 hours, and then from there I was able to move over to Twitch once I had my PC built. But mainly the whole point of me starting it was just finding ways to be able to connect with you all. I really enjoy spreading the message that no matter what you do, you should be living authentic to yourself. I genuinely believe that people should be able to dress the way that they want and look the way that they want to look and do the things that they want to do and not be judged for it. I think that people should be able to be happy and not have to feel bad about it. And I am absolutely rooting for all of you to be able to do those things. So I come here every day to talk to you all and to remind you that it is okay to be unapologetically you, because it's important and it's part of your journey and you get to share that with the world, and that makes it a better place. So that's why I'm here, and I guess that's why I started Twitch streaming. So the next question is, how long did it take you to find your style, and where do you find clothes? It took me a bit to find my style, but really I started dressing scene/emo, if you will, when I was about 10, 11-ish. And from there, it kind of evolved into what it's become today. It's changed a lot over the years, especially when I was a teenager and just growing up. But I definitely think that I'm still, experimenting with things and trying new things. I definitely feel confident in what I'm wearing now, and I would say that I have felt confident in my style for a while. But it's always changing. So I think that our style is something that can just, grow with us over the years, if you feel me. As far as where I get my clothes, most of my clothes come from Hot Topic. I like to shop a lot at Vampire Freaks as well on their website, and I will get a lot of things thrifted. So going to thrift stores is always a big, thing I like to do. But I definitely get my clothes from probably those three places, and then maybe like Spencer's for like body jewelry, and I'll get things just from like Mercari or things like that. So like thrifting online. I'm really feeling this pink today. I love this. Anyways, the next question is, where can I get cheaper alt clothes? So like I said, I get a lot of my clothes thrifted, so I go to thrift stores and see what I can find there. That's definitely a great way to get cheap alternative clothing. Another place is on the internet, like Mercari. That's a wonderful place to shop to find alt clothes. Also places like Amazon, Wish, what is the other one? Temu. There's a bunch of things like that you can use to find cheaper things. They're not necessarily the most ethical means of finding those kinds of clothes, but they definitely work if you don't have very much money, or like in general you're just looking to shop on a budget. But yeah, I definitely recommend doing that. And there's also a lot of small businesses that make alt jewelry and alt clothing. You can find a lot of them on TikTok and Instagram. So definitely feel free to, just search on there and see if you can find creators that are wanting to sell their stuff. I know a lot of people personally that are like selling their clothing, and also just starting their businesses online. So I definitely think it would be a cool way to find clothing, is to just check out alt creators on different like social media platforms, and sometimes a lot of them will have shops, and you can find a lot of cool alt clothing and alt jewelry there. The next question is, how can someone style their hair in the emo scene way if they have semi-curly hair? Now, some of you may know this about me, but my hair is naturally pretty curly, and I'm able to achieve my emo scene hair by simply drying it immediately after washing it. And as I dry it, I tend to use a hairbrush and just brush it downward so it's getting straighter as I'm drying it, or it's drying straight because of the way that I'm, brushing it. And after that, I just use a flat iron and I straighten it, and it tends to stay the way that I need it to. I will straighten it when I do style it each time, just to make sure that there's no curly pieces in there, or pieces that are becoming wavy since straightening it. And I do use Chi Silk Infusion when I am drying it. That way it will like stay straighter. So that's the only product I really use on my hair besides hairspray. And a lot of times you can find different products that work for your hair type specifically. So it does take a little bit of experimenting with your hair to figure out what really works for you. But that's just what I do to get my scene and emo hair, even though it's curly. Okay, so next you guys asked, what's my favorite TV series right now? To be honest, I don't spend a lot of time watching TV because I don't have a lot of time. And when I do watch things, I'm either watching movies or I'm watching anime. And I have a weekly movie night in my Discord server, so we all kind of get together and watch whatever everyone has voted on for the week. And that's usually my like intake of TV or whatever. I would say when it comes to TV shows, I really enjoy true crime. So I think that's definitely like the genre for me when I do watch TV shows. But for the most part, I don't really watch anything other than like anime. Okay, so this question is, got any advice for someone that's tired of everything and ready to be put 6 feet under? Whoa, what a way to be. Oh my gosh. So my best advice right now is to just hang in there, since that's kind of all we can do. I know seasonal depression is affecting a lot of people right now, me included. So definitely just be aware of, what you're experiencing, and make sure that you're doing a lot of self-care right now. The biggest thing we can do is always just kind of wait, which isn't necessarily a comforting answer, but it is an answer. But just kind of like wait until things get better, because they do. But I know that for the people that are struggling right now, that's probably not what you want to hear. So I would just say be gentle with yourself and power through. We're definitely in this together, so you are not alone in that. And if you ever need any support or advice, I have a wonderful community you can definitely join. And just in general, I love to chat with people, so feel free to come on by one of my streams one day, or just, leave me a comment or something and let me know how you're doing, or just tell me if you're having a bad day, and I'd love to just respond to you personally and say that it'll be okay. Do you ever stream with fans? So I do not Twitch stream with fans. Like, we don't stream at the same time. But if I'm playing a game with somebody and they are also streaming, I don't really mind that. And I guess the only person I really stream with would be my friend Catlin. You probably know her. She's Claude Beauty. She's also like known as Claude Beauty 101 Gaming 101, I think, on her Twitch. She's really the only person that like we stream at the same time sometimes, and like we'll play games together and just like stream together, if you will. But as far as like doing joint streams with people, that's not something I do often. But again, I don't mind if people stream while we play games together. I understand that a lot of people want to stream, and a lot of my friends are streamers, so it's almost expected at this point. Okay, someone said, when's your next YouTube video? If you're seeing this, hi, this is my next YouTube video. But also, I try to post about 2 to 3 times a week. I'm just getting started with this. So I'm planning on being consistent with it, but I'm not exactly sure how often I will be able to post. I do know that the goal right now is to post at least twice a week though. So, hi. Someone asked me how to achieve a scene haircut. I do this mainly by taking a razor and putting choppy layers into my hair. The key to scene hair is having choppy layers at the top and then longer layers at the bottom, so that way you have the length while still being able to tease it at the top to get these layers that people really like. So the goal is to just, like I said, short layers at the top, longer layers at the bottom, and I achieve the choppiness look by just using a cheap razor to cut mine. I've seen people use scissors, and I've also seen people go to stylist, but I personally prefer to do mine myself. But there's tons of tutorials online, and next time I trim my hair, I'll be making a video for you, so feel free to come on back to my channel and see if that's around. Ooh, okay, so someone asked, what have I been playing lately? This one's fun. I did just post a recap for the month of January on the games that I have been playing, but I will say that I have been really getting into playing older Super Mario games lately. I really enjoy the nostalgia. They're like super fun, but also challenging. Like, I don't remember Mario being so difficult, or maybe I'm just bad at it, honestly. I don't know at this point. But it's really fun to play those old games because it reminds me of playing them on my old Game Boy Advance, and also just being able to like enjoy the times I had in childhood. Like, it really does remind me of like being a kid again and playing those games. I also really love Zelda games. My favorite is Ocarina of Time, and I'm definitely going to be replaying through that on my Switch through the emulator sometime soon. So I am super excited for that. But usually any Zelda games, any Mario games I love. I've been playing more Pokemon, and I'm wanting to get into Pokemon Unite. And I just have like tons of games I feel that I play. But for my like all-time favorite, I would say it's always like Zelda, Mario, Pokemon, like all the classics. Aw, this one's sweet. Someone just asked me how my day was. My day's great. My day's always great when I hang out with you guys. I also just realized, like, you can probably hear the jingling of, like, my, like, bling that I have on my phone. So apologies if that's, like, rattling at you the entire time I talk. That's probably annoying. Also, like, check out my phone case. Isn't it super cute? I got it off of Amazon, and me and my friend Kat, she actually gave me like beads, and we used like charms and stuff that she had, and I like redid my like phone bling, if you will. Okay, so this next one is, I need help. I'm in love with scene goth stuff. Need advice for it. So same. I also need advice for it because it's taking all of my money. Okay, so someone also asked me, do I have a favorite outfit that I like? I wear a lot of skirts. I love skirts. I think they're very cute. And I wear a lot of black, so that's just kind of a given. I really like long droopy sleeves that give me like witchy vibes or like Morticia vibes. I really love stuff like that. I love anything like Y2K style, like that one always like screams to me. Like, I love dressing that way. But I definitely switch my style up all the time, so like I never really know. Like, I wear a band tee one day, then the next day I'm wearing like, you know, like leopard print something, and then the day after that I look like a vampire. So really my style is all over the place. I would say though, as for like my favorite outfits, anything with a skirt, fishnets, knee-high socks, love all of that. I change my shoes out a good bit. I wear Vans a lot, but I've been wearing different shoes because my am like expanding my collection, if you will. Like, my shoe collection is getting huge, so I have been wearing a lot of like platform boots and things like that. And then really anything that will keep me warm and also somehow look cute. That's always the goal. Like summer is like chef's kisses because then I can wear tank tops and be comfortable. But in the winter, it's super hard to dress like the way that I want to dress and also be comfortable because I'm freezing all the time. If you see any pictures of me like from November to whenever it decides to get warm out, just know I'm miserable. Okay, so I still have a ton of questions, but I already know this video is going to be long, so I think I ought to cut it here. But don't worry, I'll be making another video answering more of your questions, so feel free to come on by and check that out whenever it's up. Also, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to either go through and answer them or add them into my next video so that way you get some sort of response. Alrighty, I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure that you leave a thumbs up and that you comment and subscribe. Also, make sure you turn post notifications on so you know next time that I post. I'm going to go ahead and head on out, but I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Remember to stay safe, make good choices, and that I love you. Mwah. Bye, guys.